So really the big focus on the work that we do is trying to shift the paradigm from training that leads to certification to an approach where we start by the validation of skills, and that information leads to further training that leads to more validation. So starting from the end compared to what traditional education is. Naturally, in vocational education and training, recognition of prior learning has been a central part of it for a long, long time. And I think in many countries like Finland, Germany, and so forth, badges have come to offer us a more flexible, faster way to do recognition of prior learning. So in that sense, we are not doing something very, very different. We're just doing it in a new way. And as I mentioned, gathering data is very, very important part. For the individual learner, it's very important to be able to tell them, what skills they have, especially when we talk about the informal sector people. They don't necessarily know what they know. And by offering them badges, and validating existing skills, we can give them the sense of what capacities they have and build their self-image as qualified, good, skilled people and learners, and guide them forward by saying, okay, well, if you know customer service, if you know your basic math, maybe these other skills are something that you already possess or something that you could attain very easily. We look very much at micro credentials. We look at very small things that we start validating. We look at, for entrepreneurs, your ability to, for instance, create a small online video. So shoot a video with your phone and send it forward. But instead of a linear pathway, we look at this constellation of opportunities and skills that the world provides so that people can pick and point and start building their own profiles, their own skills and competencies map that guides them forward, and really source around, because life is not about always completing an entire degree. It's about a skill that you need right now. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, working with the employees is crucial. So we want to go to them and understand what they need at the moment, but build on top of that to, in a sense, protect the learner and look at providing a more holistic view of skills. So if they said, I need somebody work at the cash register, we will say, okay, well, cash register is a good thing, and somebody should know, but also how to serve your customers and maybe do some other things that person can then use later on. Also, we lean sometimes to the Finnish vocational education programs and curricula to look at, okay, so what does the formal side really do? What do they have in their programs? What is there something that we can use in our badges? Also, it helps us to build structure, to not just look at knowledge, but to look at the knowledge that the person needs to have, the mastery of work processes that the person needs to have, and the mastery of the tools related to the work. And naturally, also soft skills are something that we really want to focus on and build a part of badges. Something that we then practically do is in our badges, we always have the skill and the criteria that the person has to meet in order to get the badge. So we send out badge criteria and with an application that the person has to fill. And usually leaving that quite open. So you can send us documentation, you can send us a small video, you can send us a small explanation of how you work on this thing. And all of those applications are being assessed and then approved or sent back for modification. So the approach, can be a bit laborious, and naturally we have to make very sure that the information that is provided to us is correct and from the right person and so forth. But that is also why we want to make our badges very small, so that each individual gets the feeling that they are able to apply for the badge and can get it. Usually then with our partners, they can come in and say, hey, listen, if you don't have the necessary skill, if this is something I'm interested in, we have online training, we have, contact training provided, so you can come and you can also get a badge, then after those trainings, or complete the badge assessment after you finish our training program. So we have that side as well, but the training follows the certification in a sense.